Hey folks, we're experimenting more with the Greek rule set. Rules are up on the screen. I have my reasons for using this rule set. Let me know if you'd like a video explaining why. So here we are just engaging in some hand fighting to open up the match, filling each other out, dropping my level, seeing that he's not really matching my level, so I probably should have just gone for a leg attack there, but we're still feeling things out, and we'll see the leg attacks come up. So there I almost get a body lock on him. He does a good job getting his hips back, and we are not allowed to grab the clothes, so I let that one go. And he really likes these collar ties that will keep coming up as well. And back to some more posting, hand fighting. Again, he has a collar tie there. I go for the leg. He sprawls his hip down nicely. I decide to just stick with it though and try for a double. He gets these kind of like reverse body lock almost position, and here I keep the leg and just roll through. The ref does not count that one as a fall, and I use this technique. I don't hit him in the face because, you know, we're being nice to each other. He builds back up to his knees. We are still going here as we need both shoulders down for a fall. And I kind of get behind him and try this technique, but he reverses it. I cradle the arm. I don't have the head as in the picture, but it is enough to keep him from rolling through, and thus I am able to get him down for the pin. That is one fall for me. Here, we're just talking with the ref a little bit. I'm saying, you know, I wouldn't have minded if he even would have called a fall when I rolled through. But the referee wrestled in college, all the way through college. And he's just kind of explaining his logic there, that it was basically a roll-through kind of reversal situation. And here we go on to the second fall. Again, starting off with some hand fighting, wrists, getting heads in. As you see a lot of wrist fighting, like in that coin depiction, on a lot of vases as well. So I felt something there making him step, so I used that again. Get this leg, but he does a good job ripping that back out. He's posting on my left arm there, keeping that from getting into the equation. And I'm posting on his other arm, doing the same thing. Now he has a collar tie and really holding my wrist down low. And I try to go for a Russian 2-on-1 there. That's going to keep coming up as well, since he keeps going after this collar tie. And there, I try for that Russian, and I just get my head way too far out, and he turns that into a front headlock. I decide, well, I'm down here anyways. So I get an underhook, kind of a 50-50 situation, but he slips out of that when I turn for the throw. Grab a leg again, and he gets this, again, his arms over mine and this sort of reverse body lock position. I'm not able to just quite get my hips in. He's doing a really good job of not letting me stand him up with that, and he puts me to a knee, but I still have the leg. I don't let it go. I just stick with it, and I get up to the balls of my feet, and I'm able to just kind of push him over and get the second fall. So that is 2 falls in my favor. My opponent is Mike here. He has some BJJ experience. We weigh very close to the same. Well, I outweigh him by maybe 10 pounds, possibly less. And this is fall number 3. Again, just feeling each other out. You can probably tell that we're both pretty tired at this point. Wrestling to 3 pins is pretty exhausting, but that is part of trying the rule set out. Again, we're really leaning each other with our heads here, trying to get the superior position. Try for that Russian 2-on-1 again, don't quite get it. I can normally get that on people, but I think I'm just coming a little too far out, and he's just doing a really good job of squaring back up with me when I'm not getting my head in. And some more hand fighting here. He's got that collar tie again, so I've got my own on the other side as well, and then I'm gonna search for, I've got my own up here again, and I'm gonna kind of turn it into a headlock as we turn here. He tries to throw me to the side. Well, he does kind of. I just stay on my feet, and we're back at it again. So I try for this headlock throw, but it slips out, and I almost give up my back. That would have been bad. Luckily, I'm able to square back up and get posts on, and he's really leaning on me now. Should have probably done like a throw by or slide by. Try for the Russian again, but this starts a good back and forth. He's got that collar tie and the wrist tie down way low again. So I'm going to get to the double wrist tie here, which is something that we practice in this, and then use that to get to the leg. And finally I'm able to not delay and just really get my hips in, drive up and forward, take him down to the ground, and get my third fall. Thank you all for watching. If you're interested in more of this, I have a couple more matches from this day experimenting with people who do know some wrestling. Please click like, comment, share this around, subscribe, and thank you all again. Ciao.